Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third day of the AK BETIKA weekend meeting here in THIKA. We had the finals today is the finals of all the events, and we started on the 15th of January. Today is the 17th of January 2026. With you is Wesonga Hillary, with my co-host here, Greg Mulemi.
Good morning.
Good morning, Greg.
Beautiful scenes there from the THIKA Stadium.
Yes,
on this
course.
Last day of the second meet of the Athletics Kenya track and field.
Yes.
And just as you mentioned earlier on, this is the final day, and of course we have a couple of events lined up. And right now on your screens is the 100 meters decathlon, where we have Nicholas Kiplimo Kesio, we have Edwin Kimutai, Edwin To, and Emmanuel Orenge and Nyabuto and Isaac Ndute Kimunu competing in that one. Two hits in that decathlon race that will be followed by the 200 meters men and women final right here at the THIKA Stadium. 3 days of action that have been witnessed here, and everything that has been done here, of course, has been historic, because you look at how everything has panned out to be. Many athletes standing up for this event and making sure that they post good times that will make them be in prime positions for future athletics events.
Remember, this is the 110 meters hurdle for men decathlon. They take part in 10 events, and today is the final day. The man to watch is from the Kenya prisons. Edwin Kimutai has gone now to the lead. That is the national champion and the African silver medalist. Edwin To finishes there strongly in the 110 meters hurdles.
The first hit of that 110 meters decathlon. So for those who don't understand, the decathlon is made up of 10 events held over 2 days, and athletes score points in each based on the performance, with the overall winner ranked as the fastest. And it has the 100 meters, the long jump, the short put, the high jump, and 400 meters, that is in day one. And then on day two, there's the 100 meters hurdles, the discus throw, the pole vault,
in 10
javelin,
events, and
and
today is the final
1,500
day.
meters. So
the man to watch is
won by the
from the Kenya prisons.
from each of the events. So if you become
Edwin Kimutai has gone now to the lead. That is the national champion and the African silver medalist.
All about the endurance and the
Edwin To
other races
finishes there strongly
in that order.
In the 110 meters hurdles.
In this one, and in the second hit, as they are adjusting the hurdles, we'll have Stephen Mutunga Mbivya of KWS, Ombikale Mohando of KDF, Bismarck Kipkorir Soy, and Brian Henley and Felix Kipkoech of the universities. They'll be running in lane number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 respectively.
Remember, the national champion in this particular event is Edwin To from the Kenya prisons.
Edwin To, who has just won his heat in the 110 meters and is the Africa Games silver medalist.
Edwin Kimutai To. You know, there's a Kimutai, but he's a Kimutai. Yes. African Games silver medalist, all African Games, and also a bronze medalist at the African Championship. Quite a good athlete with a personal best of 773 in the long jump, 201 in the high jump, 15.42 in the 110 meters hurdles, and 3.80 in the pole vault. As we head over now to
hit number 2, I can see only one athlete competing in that one. That is Stephen Mutunga Mbivya. How torturing is this?
This is like a training session, but as we can see, He doesn't have quite good mechanics, especially the trail leg. Even the lead leg is coming too close to the others. But what do you say? Maybe this one is not a strong event.
But successfully completed the hurdles, so that means at least he has done what he wanted to do to garner the points. And it is all about timing now as we switch gears to the 200 meters, the final. So in the women final, 7 athletes, 3 podium finishes, and of course, who is going to be the person to watch here? Mwangi Naomi Njoki will be running in lane number 1, Jane Mirigo. Lane number 2, Eunice Kadogo, the former national champion. Lane number 3, Nevia Michira, Lillian Aoko, who had a very brilliant day last night, and Millicent Doro and Brenda Masiza Inziano of Prisons.
We have 2 athletes from the Kenya Prisons. That is Brenda Masise running in bib number 333 in lane number 7, and Nivian Mishira of Kenya Prisons running in lane number 4. From the Kenya Police, we have Millicent Doro, the most experienced in the field, born on the 19th of September 1986, will be running in lane number 6. Eunice Kadogo, also experienced, former national champion, Africa silver medalist in the 100 meters, in lane number 3. And in lane number 1, we'll be having Mwangi Njoki from Utawala Springs and Lillian Aoko from Nyanza North will be running in lane number 5. 7 athletes in this particular final: Mwangi, Jane, Eunice, Nivian, Lillian, Millicent, and Brenda Matsitsa. Missing in action there is the national defending champion in the 200 meters, Esther Mbagari.
Mbagari missing in that one, not having quite a good start to the season after what happened a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
But I'm also looking at the men lineup. Samuel Chege, Eric Kimathi, Louis Kavei, Simani Rigao, Babu Meshak, Ronald Kipkoech, Kiprono, and Elkana Kiprotich Sabila.
Star-studded fields in the 200 meters for both the men and the women.
This is going to be very interesting.
Juicy final, I tell you. But from your screens, we have lane number 1 and lane number 2 missing in action in that particular.
Mwangi Naomi and Jen Mirigo missing in that one. So we start with lane number 3, where we have former national champion Eunice Kadogo. Then in line number 4, Nevia Mongina, Lillian Diana Aoko. In lane number 5, Millicent Ndoro and Brenda Masiza. Ember Millicent Ndoro easily won her heat yesterday.
And from the interviews that we had on day number 1 and day number 2, she said she's concentrating to make the team to the Commonwealth, 4th Commonwealth Games for her, and the African Championship later in the year.
We'll be waiting to see if that comes to fruition, because this is the final of the women 200 meters. Ready to start. There they go. Nicely. Eunice Kadogo off the block so nicely. Millicent Ndoro now assuming that lead as they head past the curve to the 100 meters. It is Aoko and Ndoro, shoulder to shoulder. Who's gonna carry this on? It is Ndoro, who just jogs away from Lillian Aoko to claim victory in that 200 meters. She's on fire.
Millicent Ndoro, 40-year-old, is on fire in this particular meet. Remember, she won the Meru BETIKA meeting in December. Now she's here, winning it easily, quite easily, away, pulling away from the field and winning this so easily. Do we call this experience, or what do we call this, Greg?
I think it's experience coupled with good training.
Yes.
Seems to have just found the right gear at the right time in the space where she feels that she still has something to offer the block so nicely in her glittering career, and that is the Commonwealth Games that will be held as they later on this year in Glasgow. The curve. Look at how well she took that curve, shrugging off the challenge from Eunice Kadogo, and just fading off after taking that early lead. But then Lillian shoulder to shoulder, who's gonna carry this on? It is Ndoro. Look at just jogs away from Ndoro, knows exactly what to claim. after
Oh
victory
my goodness.
in that
Have,
200
and that is
meters.
the advantage
She's on
she
fire,
keep.
claiming victory in
Millicent
this one.
Doro,
And we'll like to
40-year-old,
see if
is
she'll
on
also be
fire
doing
in this
100
particular.
meters.
Yes,
Because
of course, she's in the final in the 100 meters here in THIKA, and as she said, she's only using this as speed work as she gears up for the 400 meters. She's concentrating on the 400 meters this year.
coming up is the 200 meters main final. 7 athletes expected to take part in this. And after that, we'll be having the 400 meters hurdles, both men and women finals, before ushering in the 400 meters men and women final. There's also the 800 meters heptathlon coming up, the 1,500 meters women final, and also the men will be running the 1,000 meters, 500 meters final. The decathlon and the 100 meters will be following afterwards. We'll also have the 5,000 meters men final, the 800 meters men final. Remember, yesterday we had the 800 meters women final, and then we'll finish the day with the 3,000 meters steeplechase men final. So thick and fast, everything is happening here on day 3 of this second Athletics Kenya track and field event happening at the THIKA Stadium. Remember, the third will be happening in Kapsabet in March. Waiting for the 200 meters to start, the men final.
This one is a star-studded final where we have Samuel Chege, Eric Kimathi, Louis Halwell, Simani Abuyurigao, Babu Meshak, Ronald Kiprono Koech, and Elkana Sabila.
Who's your favorite in this one?
Gregory, all these are my favorites. At least I know all of them. From lane number 1 to lane number 7. I'm well versed of Samuel Chege, experienced athlete.
You're not leaning on...
Of course, I have an athlete in this particular race. That is Simani Regao, my coach. But I really wish that he just executes this the way we've planned it, and he'll be in the podium. Remember, this is the first final that is making in his career, back-to-back finals in both the 100 and 200 meters. So
I know you're really happy as a coach because you
really
can see the steady, the steady rise of the boy.
Yes,
he's now grown into a man.
He's grown into a man, grown out of his wings. Remember, he started doing this when he was 15 years old, and he's 22 right now. This means for 7 years we've been
constantly planning, yes. And yeah, you feel like maybe in the next few years he will be ready.
Yes, of course.
For international.
Remember, we have the World Relays this year happening in Gaborone, Botswana, African Championship, and we have also the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. So we really hope that we can make a good outing this year in any of those races.
Rega will be doing a double, that is the 200 meters and the 100 meters, having good races. Run very good races in the heats and the semi-final.
Remember, we also have the young Louis Halwell in this particular final running in lane number 3. So lane number 3 is Halwell, born in the year 2007. Siman Regao, born in the year 2002. So the future of sprints is in safe hands.
You know, there's a coach from Utawala who promised us 3 sub-9s this year.
Sub-10 seconds this year?
Sub-10, sorry.
I hope that's our prayers, coaches, that we have as many sub-10s as possible.
If we can do sub-10s this year,
yes, of course,
then I bet
we'll be ready for the relays.
We'll be ready for the relays and even conquer the world.
Yes.
As we wait for the athletes to come out of the call room for the 200 meters men final.
A lot of people have been asking me, where is Mark Otieno? Where is Mark Otieno? Well, he's still on build-up phase. We hope to see him very soon in any of these Athletics Kenya weekend meetings.
As Meshak Babu walking towards the starting lane, he'll be running in lane number 4.
Remember, Utawala Springs Club has 5 athletes in this final. 5 out of 7 from Utawala Springs Club. 5 out of 7. The only people who are not from Utawala is Samuel Chege and Simani Regao. But the rest, Louis, bib number 376, Utawala. Kimati, 399, Utawala. Meshak Babu, Utawala. Ronald Kipkoech, Utawala. Elkana Sabila, Utawala Springs Club. Quite a good showing from that home.
Bet in 5 years we'll be talking about a different story if this continues to be that way, because they'll be dominating
Yes.
from there. So that is the man to watch also. That is Luis Haveli, born in 2007. That's Simani Regao. He'll be running in lane number 4, representing Nairobi. And then that is Meshak Babu. They had a very good race neck to neck with Simani yesterday here at the Thika Stadium. And that is Ronald Kiprono Koech of National Police Service. And finally, that is Elkana Kiprotich Sabila of Prisons, also representing Utawala Sprint Club. So we are ready for the 200 meters men final.
And in this particular final, 6 athletes, only one not from Utawala Springs Club, and that is Imani Regao.
It will be very interesting to see how Regao performs inside this sandwiched field as they prepare to take the 200 meters men final. A slightly hot here and in Thika. Clean start by air. All the athletes, look at how well they get off the blocks. Imani Regao trying from the outside. He's in lane number 3, but then Meshak Babu takes that curve nicely as they bend towards the 100 meters. Meshak Babu, Simani Regao, Sabila also from the outside. This is going to be a very tight race, coming through and steaming in, and it is that man Elkana Kiprotich Sabila who takes this home, and I think Kiprono and Meshak Babu might have claimed second and third, with Simani Regao finishing fourth in that 200 meters men final.
So it's a clean sweep for Utawala Springs Club. 1, 2, 3, Utawala, Sabila, Koech, Babu, Simani, Louis in 5th, and Eric Imati. Just the way the lanes are drawn, that's how they're finished.
It must have been casted way before we knew it, because it looked like exactly what we were talking about. But then Elkana Kiprotich
As we watch the replay,
has claimed victory in that one, and ultimately winning that 200 meters final. Look at the replay.
was this a false start from lane number 2, Kimati?
Kimati might have just gotten off the dust earlier, and then you look at this tactically. Where could it have been won? You as a coach.
This one was won at the backstretch. This one was won at the backstretch. But as you can see the replay, Babu just gliding through and Sabila just holding his form. Koech tightened a little bit coming off the curve, and Simani was just slightly behind. So they gave themselves too much work, lane number 2, 3, and 4. As you can see, Sabila was just relaxed as others tightened.
Look at how I like the way they are fluffing their hands, swinging their arms. Look at Sabila, very confident. Meshak Babu seems to have been struggling a little bit. Simani Regao seemed to have just eased off and dropped off pace towards the last 70 meters, and it is something that we can always say it's something that we can always say helps to build. And you as a coach, you've already seen this, and maybe you will be working towards ensuring that this is improved in the coming events.
Yeah, we'll definitely go to improve on his start. As you've seen, it wasn't a good start, not a perfect start, maybe because of the false start, but good result. Making it to the final and finishing in 4th is quite a good outing here, as we wait for the same athletes to compete in the 100 meters men final later in the day.
Doing a double is energy sapping.
Yes, it is. Remember, this is a 3-day event. They took part in the heats on 15th. Yesterday they took part in the semi-finals, and today they're taking part in the final. And on your screens are the ladies who will be running in the 400 meters hurdle women final, where in lane 1 we'll be having Jacqueline Murugi, lane number 2 Shera Chepkori, lane number 3 Alice Bosibori, lane number 4 Filian Jericho, lane number 5 the national champion Gladys Mudoni, lane number 6 Obel Florence, and lane number 7 Anne Mohanda. 400 meters women final. Remember, all the events today will be finals. Everything is finals. As we wait for the fatigue team. 400 meters hurdles, women finally becoming up next. Final. Possible false start from lane number 2. From the replay, possible false start from lane number 2, but that one was let go. So once again, welcome. Everything is a final today. Everything is final. Even a teach, say what counts, a teach, everything is a final today. DJ. Atakiisha saa 4. In the men category, The men clear the hurdles that is 36 inches high, while the women clear 10 hurdles that are 30 inches high. And in technical terms, this is called the shorter hurdles.
Why is it called as shorter hurdles?
Because the hurdles are a little bit lower. In the 110 and 100 meters hurdles, the hurdles are higher.
So the women final is just about to begin. Jacqueline Murugi Kimathi in lane number 1, Sheila Shera, Chepkoriro Teach, Alice Bosibori, Filian Kerubo Nyandusi, lane number 4, Gladys Ngura, the favorite, in lane number 5, Obel Florence in lane number 6, and Anne Muhanda in lane number 7. So we are ready for start in the 400 meters women hurdles. So this is a race that will be looking closely to see who carries the day, and it's all about speed, endurance, rhythm, and precise hurdle clearance. As Coach Hilary has said, 10 hurdles, each 91.4 centimeters high, a space of 35 meters apart, starting after a 45-meter run with finishing with 44 meters on the home stretch. So this is the 400 meters hurdles, and we are ready for start.
The one to watch, Gladys Ngure from Kenya Prisons.
It's a clean start there by all these athletes. Staggering a little bit in lane number 7 is Anne Muhanda, but Gladys Mudhoni Ngure glides through as she takes that early lead as they head to the back straight. Look at Gladys Ngure, seems to very confident, currently being closely monitored by Alice Bosibori, but that is Gladys Ngure as they head to the home straight. There she takes that hurdle into that curve that is very grueling. Look at Gladys Ngure, she looks really confident, but facing stiff competition from the lady from the prison department. That is it is Venom versus Prison. Ngure and Phineas Kerubo. There she comes.
And Obel Florence.
Obel Florence from the outside. But it is Ngure who is just trying to see if she can get this into the last hurdle. There you go. Gladys Ngure still leading in the last 40 meters. Obel stutters a little bit, gets into another lane, but that is Gladys Ngure's race. She will be winning this one. But
as long as she's not impeding she's not impeding the other athlete, there will not be any disqualification. Unless you impede the other athlete, that's when they can raise the yellow flag and a complaint will be lodged.
So Gladys Mudhoni Ngure of Prisons wins this 400 meters women hurdle.
The national champion wins the 400 meters hurdle finally at the THIKA Stadium.
Hey, you've called THIKA National Stadium twice. You've called it the National Stadium twice.
On your screens are the men.
Watch out for that man leading the 400 meters men hurdles final. I'm talking about Edward Ngunjiri.
And just behind him is the national champion, Kipkorir Teach from the Kenya Police.
Going to be a very interesting one, because in the men's race we have Benedict Mbatha-Nzina, Jason Nyautugu Ogega, William Maranga, Kipkorir Teach, the national champion. Edward Ngunjiri had a very good race in the semi-final. Nicholas Kiplimo Kesio and Geoffrey Kipngetich Mutai of Prisons.
Will Edward Ngunjiri from Kenya Defence Forces beat Kipkorir Teach from the Kenya Police, or will the two be handed over to the Kenya Prisons Department representative William Nyagaka? Remember, it's the police that do the arrest, then take it to the Kenya prisons
to do the rehabilitation.
For the rehab and rehabilitation, as the Kenya Defence Forces keep our skies safe. So who will keep
sky and land and
yes,
sea.
the sky and the borders safe?
So it's all about how prepared they are. The 400 meters men final, hurdles men final.
Will the national champion claim this?
It's a battle of who is going to get it to the wire. 10 hurdles.
Remember, for the men hurdle, the height is 36 inches.
So it's slightly higher than
the women's. The women's is 30 inches and the men is 36 inches high. or if we were to put it in centimeters, it's 91.4 centimeters
that's for the
versus
men.
76.2 centimeters. 10 hurdles, 35 meters apart.
Interesting stats there.
Somebody asked me at one point, if you go and clip all the 10 hurdles, will they disqualify you?
I don't think so.
No disqualification.
No disqualification, but you'll be slow.
Yes. You just
I remember there's a
down.
time LeSean Merritt decided to hit all the hurdles.
Yes.
In the World Championship. And did he win bronze? In a race that he could have actually won easily if he cleared the hurdles well. But we are gearing up for this 400 meters hurdles men final.
The fatigue team just adjusting the hurdles, taking them a little bit higher as the athletes walk, pace up and down the track.
So 91.4 centimeters high, 35 meters apart, and in between a 45-meter run-up to the next hurdle, and on the home stretch it is 40 meters. This is what to expect from this 400 meters main hurdles here on day 3 of the Athletics Kenya weekend track and field meet here at the THIKA Stadium.
Baada ya hapo mita 800. Baada ya mita 800 heptathlon tutakuwa na 1500 meters both men and women. Alafu mita 100. Hiyo ingine tutaendelea kuwafahamisha tukiendelea. Sawa kabaya. Basi ningependa kutambua uwepo kwake Chief Administrative Officer wa Athletics Kenya anatusi. Yuko nasi hapa karibu kabisa. Mikutano ya weekend meeting ya chama cha riadha hapa THIKA. Asante sana Mweki kwa kuweza kukaribisha Chief Administrative Officer.
That is our MC for today, Mr. Mwangi.
Mita 400 fainali wanaume. Leni ya kwanza ni Benedict Mbata wa Southern. Leni ya pili ni Jason Nyakutu wa Majeshi. Leni ya tatu ni William Maranga wa Magereza. Leni ya nne ni prohibited kutoka National Police. Leni ya tano ni Edward Ngojiri wa Majeshi. Leni ya sita ni Nicholas Kiplimo kutoka Majeshi pia. Na leni ya saba ni Joki Tuketich wa Magereza.
So we are waiting for the start of this 400 meters hurdles men, and the umpire signal for the start, and we are ready for the hurdles. So this is the 400 meters hurdles men final, and off they get nicely, and that straight away is Edward Ngujiri from the outside, trying so hard to ensure that he maintains that good form is being, but keep Koriro Teach also coming in nicely, so they take that home straight. Another good jump from the man from the Kenya Defence Forces, that is Edward Ngujiri and Kiplimo Nicholas. It is a battle between the four now, so close to call. The man from police now assumes the lead. Is the national champion. Keep Koriro Teach. Look at him on that bend. Edward Ngujiri also coming in nice now in second. Edward Ngujiri, keep Nicholas Kiplimo, and it is Keep Koriro Teach. Edward Ngujiri, Keep Koriro Teach. But the national champion just about sees off Edward Ngujiri and Nicholas Kiplimo to win that race spectacularly. It's been a very interesting race, a very tight race, won by the national champion Keep Koriro Teach of Police, with Edward Ngujiri and Nicholas Kiplimo claiming second and third places in this final. So Keep Koriro Teach wins that one. Edwin Ngunjiri and Nicholas Kiplimo claiming second and third.
The national champions have won this particular event. Gladys Ngure in the 400 meters hurdles and Kipkorir Rotich, the national champion in the 400 meters hurdle final. As we take a closer look at the replay from our producer. Remember to tune in on our Facebook channel Athletics Kenya and the YouTube channel Athletics Kenya. You can only comment if you subscribe in the YouTube channel, but you can comment in the Facebook channel and we'll be reading all your comments live from the THIKA Stadium. Ward Okuyu says, Utawala Springs Club, all the best. Kipkemoi Alex, all the way from Kericho Camp, watching live. Star Zima, Ekwame is missing. That is the man who would have brought a challenge. Sure, Ekwame is in Nyaururu. Star Zima also complains, why let go a false start? The professionalism of AK should be maintained. Of course, we agree with you on that. But remember, you can only recall a false start if the official has seen it. If the official hadn't seen it, then that is it. Just like football, the referee is the final say, just as athletics. The track referees and the recaller have the final say. As we look at the replay, Ngunjiri just tightening up at the 7th hurdle as Kipkorir Rotich glides through. Neck to neck there at the 150-meter mark. The Kenya Police force athlete just going there in front and keeps his calm. Kipkorir Rotich. Maybe a few things to correct from him, but not a bad start. Remember, this AK meeting is being sponsored by BETIKA, awarding the winners 20,000 shillings, runners up 15 and 10,000. Ngunjiri just coming there in the final meters to take this, almost making the KDF athlete to silver. Photo finish between Ngunjiri and the athlete from Kenya Defense Forces running on the outer lane, Nicholas Kiplimo.
Coming up is the 5,000 meters final, a race that so the 5,000 meters final coming up in a bit. field we can meet, and we are live from the THIKA Sub-County Stadium, and right now we are on for the 5,000 meters men final. There they go. This race that is just underway. A control rollout from the line, no panic these early hours in this race, as the athletes are settling in a park formation, jostling an optimal track position just off the rail to ensure that they are in good position. So still a packed formation in this 5,000 meters, and they are all aware that it has to be very economical because anyone who rushes here might just burn out. Athletes might be just fancying their chances, maybe doing like 64 seconds in one, and the opening lap, shoulders relaxed, and coming down matters. Remember, it's very hot here in THIKA, so they have to ensure that they know when to burst in pace and do everything according to how the coaches have planned for this final. So it is a 5,000 meters final that is happening right now. Remember, today is the final day of this, and Alex Nzioka, Matata, Aaron Kiplangat, Abel Kirui, Austin Kagunya, just some of the names to watch out for in this final.
Remember, the winner of the 10,000 meters final is just lying behind. The winner of the 10,000 meters in
that was
orange
Aaron
tights.
Kiplangat Ruto, who won the 10,000 meters the other day.
Yes, yesterday he won the 10,000, and today has decided to stay at the back and wait for the rest of them, with 11 laps to go now. When they come, it will be 11 laps to go.
Alex Nzioka, who finished second in the 10,000 meters, is currently leading the way. Can also see Abel Kirui. Abel Kirui, the experienced Abel Kirui, is currently in second place, as Aaron Kiplangat Ruto aims to do a double this weekend.
Abel Kirui got the silver yesterday, isn't it?
Yes, Abel Kirui won silver. Nzioka was also in the mix, is on the leading pack for most parts of the race.
And today they have decided to take the pace so slowly.
It's all about the rhythm phase. It is the rhythm phase whereby the field has begun to spring out, with no one still taking that responsibility to spring away.
As we are joined here by Coach Julius Migwi from the Kenya prisons. This is the coach, is the man behind Doreen Walker's
Doreen
success.
Walker has been very impressive. And
Coach, yesterday we did an analysis and we found that Doreen Walker picks up very well when the season begins. Then when the season ends, we have a little bit shake up. What would you say about that?
It was just about the line. He just slipped on the block. Nothing else.
Okay, this is Coach Julius Migwi.
And Coach,
Greg, you can take it over.
Coach, looking at the competition in THIKA, how happy are you about your athletes and, of course, their performance in general?
Come again?
What can you assess? What's your assessment on the performance of your athletes, and, of course, how the level of competition has been in THIKA from day one up to today?
Performance is good. The races are coming up well, although the ground is not fair to the athletes.
I heard someone say that maybe this is a perfect opportunity for athletes to try and train using this ground before they go to the tartan track. What's your view about this? What should we be encouraging to ensure that the speed work is okay, the takeoff is okay, and avoiding injuries in the future meets?
When you come to training for speed work, let's go to the tartan and avoid these malam clouds to avoid injuries. Yes.
And maybe finally, looking at the season, what are your ambitions as a coach, and also looking at what's coming up next? What would you wish for in this calendar year? Because there are so many events coming up, and maybe some of your athletes will be taking part in that.
For me, I'm expecting Doreen Waka to make 718 60 meters for indoors.
In the indoors games, the trials, of course, will be the end of the month.
Yes.
What do you expect from the Kenyans? Because we've not been performing so well in the indoors. What do you feel needs to be changed as we head towards that crucial phase?
It's about the cloud, training cloud. We have sort of training cloud. We just have Ulinzi, and the Kasarani is not good at per now. So we need to change the clouds, the training clouds.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you and all the best.
Okay.
And hopefully we'll see Doreen work also in the Commonwealth Games, which are also coming up later on in
We
Glasgow.
start with Africa.
With the Africa Games that are coming in May.
And relay in Botswana.
And the relay in Botswana, hopefully
Yes.
will be there.
And mixed relay.
Mixed relay too.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Coach Mwigi, and all the best for today.
Thank you.
All right, that is Coach Mwigi of Prisons, the one who handles Doreen Waka, who's had a very good start to the season. And right now we're shifting our focus to the 5,000 meters that is currently underway, and we are approaching the halfway point. This is where the race is tactically layered, and athletes are now moving laterally across the lines in a 1 and 2 formation, and just to try and put themselves in prime position just off the rails inside lane number 1. Coach Hilary, you've watched the way these athletes are doing right now. You watch the 10,000 meters. Actually, the competition here is all about how well do you place yourself against the rest.
Yes, and today they have decided to just play it safe. The athletes have decided to play it safe. That's why you see them in a pack. But if somebody decides to push just a little bit, you'll see a single file formation. Nobody has decided to take the bulls by the horns. Everybody is playing safe, and it's this is what we call wait and kick.
Wait and kick.
Yes,
That's a new term for me.
Play it safe. Then in the final 3 laps, you start increasing the pace and kick in the last lap. This is quite safe from the athletes. Nobody wants to take the mantle. Nobody is ready to take the bull by the horns.
Exactly halfway into this race, 6 laps to go in the 5,000 meters here at the THIKA Stadium. Quite hot, but not as it was yesterday. The temperature kinder this morning, and that shows you that today we might be seeing quite some good action, and the athletes, of course, enjoying this dusty track here at the THIKA Stadium, which many athletes are complaining, to be honest.
Yes, of course, Greg. A lot of athletes, especially sprinters, really yearn for the tartan track. Remember, you cannot get proper legal times with the hand times. They don't count when you're going for meets. What is considered legal time are electronic times. You cannot get electronic times on a maram or that track. That's why most athletes in Kiswahili they call it lenga bure. This one is called lenga bure. It does not count.
It doesn't count.
It's just a training, and they do not wish to have training in competition. They only want competition in competition.
Competition as we head to the last 5 laps of this 5,000 meters. Still a clustered field here. Rightfully so, because it being a final, everyone deserved to be here because the hits were so many. There were around 11 hits in the 5,000 meters in day 1, and that means that the best were seeded for this one. And actually you can always see the difference in the kind of competition that is being witnessed now. Like, nobody is left behind, and not everybody has a chance to actually finish on the podium as Abel Kirui assumes lead for the first time. We've seen Alex Nzioka Matata leading for the first 3 or 4 laps in this one. Is fallen way a little bit inside that pack. It's so congested up there, and that shows you that nobody wants to take that daring approach and steam away from the rest of the field.
It's between Wangu and Abel. Wangu in bib number 159, just running in the inside of the track.
And from the outside is that man Aaron Kiplangat.
So 20,000 from BETIKA, that's the money.
Abel Kirui still
That's the money you win.
Still sizing up each other.
sizing up each other with 4 laps to go. 2
20,000
kilometers.
second.
Remember, 1 lap is 400 meters. With 4 laps to go, that is 1,600 meters, way past the halfway mark. Nobody has decided to go in front and push it.
Maybe they're doing, let's say, a 60-second per lap in this one, because you can feel it's slowly gathering pace.
Yes, between 60 and 61 seconds per lap.
Abel Kirui.
Remember, the winner of the 10,000 meters has decided to come to the leading pack.
He wants to do a double in THIKA. That is Alex. That is Aaron Kiplangat Ruto. Abel Kirui is still in the mix. Still a very packed field up there. And nobody really wants to now decide to take the last 4,000 meters upon them.
3 laps to go now. The winner of the 10,000 meters running in bib number 353 decides, what do I do with this one? Do I go in front? And he goes in front just right there with 3 laps to go.
Alex Kiplangat Ruto, he's only 19. And look at how well he is primed to rule over the rest of the world if he continue putting on such performances. Remember, this just earlier on the season, but he's just shown flashes of brilliance in this meet. Already won the 10,000 meters spectacularly.
Yes.
Him and Nzioka are quite something. They've been having this kind of race from day one.
Quite a good running from the young athlete, turning 20 this year, 1st of July. He'll be turning 20. Aaron Kiplangat Ruto, the winner of the 10,000 meters that was running yesterday. Remember, the young man also won his particular heat on the 15th. On day 1 of this, he won his heat, won the 10,000, and now is in the final of the 5,000. With 2 laps to go, 800 meters to go. Still quite a packed race. 8 athletes in the lead. 8 athletes, but only 3 medals. 8 athletes with only 3 getting them.
And he seems to be having a very strong aerobic base. But then here comes yet another change in that front.
Austin Kagunya.
It's Austin Kagunya, that tall figure. He decides that you beat me the 10,000 meters. I think I'm going to take something in this 5,000 meters main final. So also another 19-year-old. That shows me the future that these races have, Hillary.
Going into LA 2028, these ones will have a say in who goes
as they hit the bell. BETIKA Keep Career hits the front for the first time. Kagunya in second. Nzioka now takes that second position. Ruto falling way back. Seems to have been caught up with fatigue, but it is BETIKA Keep Career. Nzioka, Alex now takes the lead. Kagonya in second. Nzioka, Erika, Kagonya, and now it is Alex Nzioka Matata on the back straight into that curve, into the 150. It is Nzioka who didn't finish in the podium on day 2 of this race. Coming inside is this other man. It is getting very close. Nzioka, will he be able to hang in there? Nzioka starts celebrating early.
Alex Nzioka Matata will be going with this one. 5,000 meters winner. Alex Nzioka Matata, born on the 27th of July 1997, says, I'm the most experienced, I'm the oldest in this group.
Nzioka seems to be having a lot of fun here in THIKA, the man from prisons.
Like I told you, this is a weight and kick race, and he did just exactly that. With 300 meters to go, he just kicked and took.
Look at him, still beaming and buzzing after that win. Alex Nzioka Matata, the man from prisons, winner of this 5,000 meters.
And the oldest in the field.
Wow.
Born on the 27th of July 1997.
Let's watch out for
29 years old.
the athletes.
Nzioka takes the win.
Guys who are in 1997 already 29 years old.
So what's the top of
Uh,
Alex Joker. The lucky winner of that amazing 5,000 votes.
Can see the stadium announcer say that it's a lucky winner. He
It is-
rightfully won that.
it was not a lucky win.
He was not a lucky winner. Yeah, so
It's just luck meeting preparation.
actually it is preparation.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
So that is the 5,000 meters final won by Alex Nzioka Matata of Prisons. Also, we'll be looking at the timings later on. But also after that, we'll have the 400 meters men final, the 800 heptathlon, the 1500 meters day with the 800 meters and the relays. Remember, today also we'll have the steeplechase coming up afterwards. So that's the end of the 5,000 meters. Charity is also lining up interviews on the other side. I know the likes of Alex have enough to talk about, especially after those brilliant performances. If you're joining us, this is day 3 of the Athletics Kenya weekend meet happening here at the THIKA Stadium. Waiting for the next event, and also a couple of interviews lined up by Charity. I know Alexander is very much ready for this, and Charity, take it over.
What an exciting race here in the 5,000 meters final. Alex taking a double win. Unafeel aje Matata?
Ila nasema sijafeel kitu, game ilikuwa haikuwa much competitive, so in the terms of sprinting nakuanga sawa. Yeah.
Kwa hivyo sasa hii unaweza kimbia ingine bado?
Ukinipea naweza kimbia you because na build na nataka kutafuta speed ili at least muda mayenchi kifika barabara vizuri niweze kimbia vizuri.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you madam.
Okay. I'm joined here by Victor Kiprotich, who is the second place winner. Unafeel aje mbio ka finish line hapo umepelekana mbio? Nini ilikuwa inaendelea sasa hiyo?
Yeah. So mbio iko mbaya. Penye hata tulienda haikuwa tulianza haikuwa mbaya, lakini kwa finishing hiyo ilikuwa poa sana. Yeah.
So mpango yako ya season ni gani?
Season sasa hii naenda kwa camp, niende train. Nifanye training ya Kapsabet. Yeah.
Uko Kapsabet bado utakimbia 5,000 ama bado utaenda pia 10?
Nitakimbia 5,000. Yeah.
Okay, all the best and congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm also joined by third place up. Kwa majina unaitwa nani? Sorry nimesahau tena.
Kwa majina naitwa Evans Kiblakat. Siku leo nasema si haiko mbaya, but I ran a different from yesterday and today because the final in terms of position not time, so nimegain kitu kwamba nafaa ni train kwamba nisoe kama pesi iko chini na iko juu, so nafaa nijiandae kwa hiyo tactics hiyo.
So sahi pengine competition yako next ile unaangalia ni gani?
Kwa sasa nafaa nijiandae wakati itakapofika heka image ya Kapsabet, ndakisha kwamba nime-improve kuliko na leo.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you.
Those were our top 3 winners in the 5,000 meters. It's quite a hot quite a hot day. We've been your host here at Athletics Kenya TV. I hope you're following us on Twitter. It's Athletics Kenya _ Facebook. It's Athletics Kenya. Also on TikTok and Instagram at Athletics Kenya. My name is Charity. I'm handing you over to Mlemi as we continue with the next event.
Thank you so much, Charity. As we wait for the next event, Charity is speaking to the podium finishers in the 5,000 meters men final, and we'll be now waiting for the next event as we get towards the business end of matters here at the THIKA Stadium, and this being day 3 of the Athletics Kenya track and field weekend meet. The third of the 6 that normally happen in the Athletics Kenya calendar. A couple of field events also lined up, including the javelin final. There is the discus, the high jump, and we'll be giving you the results of that as they come through. But meanwhile, the umpires getting ready for the next event that will be coming up. So we will be giving you an update in that in a few as we wait for matters to be aligned. Alice Bosibor in lane number 3, but in lane number 5 is the race favorite, talking about Mercy Chebet. So this is the official lineup for the women final. In lane number 1, Mercy Adija. In lane number 2, Judith Sapaito Cirilla. Mercy Cherop will be running in lane number 3. Helen Chembua, the experienced, will be running in lane number 4. Mercy Chebet of Police in lane number 5. Purity Joy Jepkoech in lane number 6. And Mwangi Naomi Njoki in lane number 7.
So here we are, 100 meters final story. We were looking at 100 meters hurdles. So main 1, Mercy Adija. There we are. Prisoners. Main 2, Judith Sapato.
So this is one lap on track, and it's all about emphasizing on lane stagger dynamic outside the lane, and of course seeing how they navigate through the curves and the home straight. before coming to the last curve and the home stretch. So it is a very tactical race that requires speed, endurance, controlled aggression in this 400 meters.
Mercy Adija, Judith Sintila, Mercy Cherop, Helen Siombiwa, Mercy Chebet, Purity Joy, and Mwangi Naomi. Of course, the favorite being Mercy Chebet in lane number 5.
So let's see if she has that powerful shift of balance and pace that she normally has coming to the home stretch. But then watch out for others like Helen Siombua, who's also very experienced in this race, and off they go smooth and fine. That is Mercy Chebet on your screen in white and purple as they take that bend towards the home straight. This is where you have to have that powerful knee lift and a forward lean that will help you glide through the dust here at the THIKA Stadium. Is it Mercy Chebet? Is it Helen Simbua who will carry the day? This is the 400 meters women final. Mercy Cherop also in the mix. Helen Simbua trying so hard from the outside, but it is Mercy Chebet currently taking that curve nicely as she always does, grimacing a little bit, but that's knowing that she has what it takes to glide through. Purity Chepkoech trying to come from the outside, but then it is Mercy Chebet who is in steam form. She is still running away from this one. Helen Sembua tries to come from lane number 4, but then it is Mercy Chebet who will be winning this one. Helen Sembua comes in second with Purity Chepkoech coming in third.
The athletes from the Kenya Police are really blazing on Mercy Chebet in the white vest, winning this one.
What does A campus mean?
No idea.
Has she graduated?
She's at the police training college.
That means she's at the A campus.
Yes.
Mercy Chebet still.
That's the best of the employer.
That's the best of the employer because she just joined the National Police Service. She's still in training, but still doing her thing, winning the 400 meters women final.
Remember, Mercy Chebet has just graduated from the 100 meters, discovered at the Kisumu AK meeting 3 years ago.
As she was based in Kericho?
Yes.
Then shifted base to Nairobi, and now she is undergoing that mandatory training at the Kenya Police Training College. And that's how well she is on the home stretch. Look at her. She can only get better, in my opinion, because she has all the apparatus to make it to the top.
Yes. Nothing is impossible. Remember also Esther Mpagari shifting from 100 meters.
Will be taking part in the 100 meters that will be coming up later on this afternoon.
Joining us on the Facebook channel is Zablon Ekwam, all the way from Nyaururu. Ford Rapando, good work Sabila. AC Kyoko says, congrats Evans. Evangeline Mukua, all the best to all the participants. As Simon Buru congratulates all the athletes. Zablo Mekwam, based in Nyaururu, former national 400 meter champion and the current 200 meter national defending champion, aiming for a sub 20 seconds this year. Will he run it on Kenyan soil? Will he run it abroad? Where will he run the sub 20? Zablon Ekwam, all the best in your preparation as we prepare for the Commonwealth Games, African Championship, and the races are ahead.
And we are live from the THIKA County Stadium, Sub-County Stadium. Beautiful facility, and it can only get better if well developed. Look at that beautiful scene, courtesy of those images by Athletics Kenya TV, a place where you all get the athletics action live. Remember, this is day 3, and looking at this facility, it can only get better. You can imagine if you had those stands well done and everything here. Look at that modern basketball court, and that track looks like a tartan track from the drone images.
Is it good from far or far from good?
It's far from good, but right now Charity is lining up interviews with Mercy Chebet and the rest who finish on the podium. So Charity, if you're ready, please pick it up before we go to the 400 meters men final.
Kenya Police? Will it be Alan or will it be Kibet, Danson Kibet, or will Kevin Kipkorir check this one in the 400 meters men final? Remember, in lane number 1 we'll be having Kevin Tauta, lane number 2 Gilbert Nyamao, lane number 3 Erastus Mbaluka, lane number 4 Alan Kipiego, lane number 5 Danson Kibet, lane number 6 Kevin Kipkorir, and in lane number 7 the man from Kenya prisons, David Sanayek. Two police officers, two prison officers. From the Kenya Police, Erastus Mbaluka and Alan Kipregon. From the Kenya prisons, Kevin Kipkorir and David Sanayek. And from KDF is Kevin Tauta. Who will emerge the winner in this one? Remember, last year we had 3 athletes running sub 45 seconds and qualified for the World Championship. Kevin Kipkorir among the people who qualified, and the guy from the universities who won the nationals too. 400 meters men final.
Rules that govern when an athlete is on the starting line.
So we're ready for the 400 meters, the men final. Kelvin Tauta, Gilbert Nyamao, Erastus Mbaluka Musilu, Alan Kipiego, Danson Kibet, Kelvin Kipkorir, and David Sayanek.
Remember Alan Kipiego, Kevin Tauta, Alan Kipiego, Kevin Kipkorir, and David Sanayek were the World Championship.
That was held in Budapest. In Tokyo, sorry, and off they go.
Mbaluka Utawala, Kipkorir Kenya Police, Sanayek prisons, Kipiego Kenya Police.
And that man on the home straight leading the way is Kelvin Kipkorir, and David Sayanek also coming from the outside. It's going to be a very tight one between the two guys from the prison department in lane number 6 and 7. Also watch out for Alan Kipiego in lane number 4, coming off the bend nice with those long strides. So it is the battle between Kipiego, Sayanek, and Kipkorir. Who's gonna take this home? Is it Kipiego or is it Sayanek? And Sayanek just about. It is Kevin Kipkorir, sorry, who wins that one spectacularly and just about beats Danson Kibet and Alan Kipiego.
Yes, of course.
So Kelvin Kipkorir of prisons is the winner of the 400 meters. Just about edged out Danson Kibet and Alan Kipiego.
As we wait for the replay of that race from our producers.
Basi tunamuuliza kwa heshima Chief Administrative Officer chama chetu cha riadha hapa nchini, Madam Susan Kamau, aje awakabidhi zawadi washindi wa mita 200 wote wanaume na kudada.
That's the end of the 400 meters. Remember, field events also ongoing right now. The triple jump men final is on, the women final, also the decathlon discus, just to mention but a few. And also coming up is the 800 meters heptathlon, the 1,500 men and women final, the decathlon in the 1,500 meters before ushering in the 1,100 meters, both men and women final, before finishing the day with the 800 meters men final and the 3,000 meters steeplechase men final. Alan Kipiego finishing third in the 400 meters seems to have just Backed himself out in this one, and it will be very interesting to hear what Kipyego and the rest have to say after that blistering run. Kelvin Kipkorir was, of course, winning that race. Danson Kibet came in third. Remember, these athletes were at the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo last year. Just waiting to see the recap from our director. There's also an award ceremony ongoing in the field. So it's the 200 meters.
That is the Athletics Kenya CAO,
Susan.
Madam Susan, awarding the winners of the 200 meters, all of them from Utawala Sprints.
And see Meshak Babu there. And as that is happening, we are ready for the interviews, and Charity can take it over. The medal ceremony is still going on. Elkana Kiprotich, Meshak Babu, and Ronald Kipkorir, podium finishers in the 200 meters. So those are the podium finishers in the 200 meters. So Ronald, Meshak, and Elkana.
Thank you so much, Mulemi and Coach Hilary Resonga. I'm joined there by the winner in the 400 meters, Kevin Kipkorir. Kevin, tayari tuko na world relays zinakaribia. Mpango yako ni gani?
Kwa sasa naweza sema world relays lazima tuende, Mungu akitujalia afya njema. Juu sasa ndio tunaanza season na world relays bado iko mwezi wa 4 huko ni mbali, so tuko na time ya kutrain.
Una feel aje kuhusu performance yako leo?
Leo hiyo performance ni safi kabisa, juu kulingana na mahali nimekuwa na hiyo performance nimefanya achievement kubwa sana.
Mwili sha adjust after course.
Ndio inaanza ku adjust pole pole.
Okay, all the best and congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm joined also by a second finisher who is Alan Kipyegon. Congratulations. Una feel aje kuhusu performance yako leo?
Kwanza nashukuru Mwenyezi Mungu mbali amenitoa hadi mahali amenifikisha. And then women ya leo nimestruggle leo sana sababu sijakuwa nikifanya speed work. Ni loading tu, but nikipewa chance ya kufanya speed work naona nitakuwa mahali pazuri.
Okay.
Yes.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you, madam.
All right. I'm also joined by third place winner finisher, and kwa majina unaitwa nani?
Naitwa Danson Kibet.
Yeah. Danson, sasa tuko na Commonwealth Games zinakuja, World Relays. Preparation yako itakuwa vipi kuensure that mwili yako imepika the right time?
Okay, ni kufuata tu program na you maintain what the coach says. Kufuata kila kitu na Mungu mbele. Kila kitu itakuwa sawa. Yeah.
Una feel aje kuhusu performance yako ya leo? Weather imekuwa vipi?
Weather haijakuwa mbaya. Though nilikuwa na injury kidogo, lakini for now I thank God nimerudi na hoping for the best this year. Yeah.
Okay. All the best and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Those were our top 3 winners in the 400 meters final. Their main focus will be the the world relays that will be held in Gaborone during the 4th month of this year, and then later on we shall be having the Commonwealth Games and also the Africa Championships. And now they have to balance their bodies so that they can be able to pick at the right moment to post the best results they can. Over to you, Milemi, as we continue with the next event.
So once again, that's the start of the week.
Women final. In this particular final, we'll be having Mercy Chepngeno, Josephine Sembeyo, Mary Kiru, Abigail Chepkoril, Chelsea Chepkemoi, Teresia Ndinda, Pauline Bide, Frida Bosibori, Jessica Loatop, Faith Cherono, and Beth Kerubo. Remember, the world champion in this particular event is Faith Kipyego.
What did you gather from the interview in the just ended 400 meters?
The athletes are ready. They are yearning for the world relays later this year in Gaborone, Botswana. Remember, last year we had 3 athletes who qualified for the world championship in the 400 meters. And all of them are yearning to be in the team. Quite a competitive event here in Kenya.
So Kenya won gold and silver at the World Championships in Tokyo in the 1,500 meters, and the likes of Dorcas Ewoy emerging from that. That shows you there's continuity in that. And right now we have Mercy Chepngeno Koskei leading the way in this 3 3¾ lap race in the 1,500 meters. It is the final as they stretch the field a little bit. If you're joining us, this is the first of the 2 finals that will be happening in the 1,500 meters. Remember, after that, straight away, we will be having the 1,500 meters men final. But Mercy Chepngeno Koskei from Lesap Athletics Camp leading the way as they head towards the last 2 laps of this race. She's closely being monitored by Jessica Loatop. Stretching the field a little bit, it's now becoming a single file. So 1.5 laps to go in this 1,500 meters. And Mercy Chepngeno Koskei controlling the pace here, just ahead of Josephine Sembeyo Mancha.
Josephine Sembeyo, born on the 7th of August 2007, in 2nd place. 19-year-old in 2nd position. Indeed, the future of running, the future of athletics is in very safe hands.
Into the final lap of this one.
Mercy Chepngeno Koskei in the lead.
So it is Mercy and Josephine as they hit the bell. This is the 1,500 meters. Josephine tries to come from the outside. Mercy tells her, hang on there, I still got this, as they head to the home straight. Mercy Chepngeno Koskei takes a meter or so lead against Josephine Sembeyo Mancha. It is Mercy Chepngeno being cheered home. Josephine from the Magnolia Athletics Camp in 2nd place. They take that curve in a 1 and 2. Mercy Chepngeno stretches that lead. She knows that she has all it takes. Josephine seems to have resigned a little bit and said, like, I'll settle for 2nd.
That's because the pace is blistering.
And that is Mercy Chepngeno on your screens right now, on her way to winning the 1,500 meters women final.
And we have
there
a tradition of having young athletes coming up in this particular event. As Mercy, the young Mercy Chepngeno finishes there in 1st position, followed by
another 18-year-old Sembeyo,
19
this year. So this is this end of the 1,500 meters. Mercy Chepngeno Koskei winning that one. Josephine Sembeyo Mancha coming in 2nd. It's just the way it was in the starting lineup because Mary Ekiru has finished third.
What a race. Remember, all this is coming live courtesy of Athletics Kenya and BETIKA right here at THIKA Stadium.
The men will also be lining up for this one. Dominic Kipto, Felix Mutiani, Carlos Kiputo among the athletes to take part in the 1,500 meters men. We'll also be having the 1,500 meters decathlon and then the 100 meters both men and women final. But Mercy seems to be very elated and she will be speaking to Charity, Mercy, Josephine Semenyo and Ekiru. Those are the athletes to be interviewed in a bit. So Charity, if you are ready, please take it away. So we'll be waiting for the interviews in a bit. So Charity, take it away, please.
So kwa Mwenyezi Mungu kwa kuwa amenilinda tangu niamka asubuhi hadi saa vile. Naitwa Mercy Mwana toka kambi ya Lesa Birmingham under Coach Rono. So my in first day I won 3,000 steeplechase and today I won 500. So I thank Almighty God. Yeah.
So preparation yako itakuwa vipi? Na pia tuko na coach wako. Coach, karibia hapa pia. Coach, tuko na World Under 20 inakaribia. Huyu mrembo wetu ni 18 years old. Preparation yako itakuwa vipi to ensure that sasa already ameonyesha performance yake kwa 3000 meters steeplechase na kwa 1500?
Yes, kwanza mimi nashukuru Mwenyezi Mungu kwa kuwa ametulinda. Tumefanya mazoezi during the holiday ya December. Tumefanya mzuri, tunashukuru Athletics Kenya. Wamepatana na sisi, wametusaidia. Nimeandaa mzuri, tulikuwa tunakuja kutest kwa sababu hivi karibuni kuna competition ya shule. She's in form 3, Mercy Mwana ako form 3 shule ya Chagaik Secondary School, na amefanya mzuri kwa uwanja na anafanya mzuri. So nilikuwa na tayarisha hao kulingana na ile World Championship inakuja ya Under 20 kule Amerikani. So ako tayari, nimeona mwili wake ako sawa. So tunaenda sasa kuimprove skill kidogo kidogo, ile mimi nimeona kwake iko chini kidogo, naenda kuimprove sasa. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much and congratulations. Okay, and also by the second finisher, Sembeu, jina yako ya kwanza tafadhali?
Josephine Sembeu.
Josephine, congratulations. Ulikuwa number 2 kwa 800 na sasa bado umekuwa number 2 kwa 1500. Ukirudi mazoezi ni nini utaenda kufocus na ndo uweze at least sasa kukuwa in the position unataka?
Kwanza nashukuru Mungu kwa kuniwezesha kwa position 2. Pia nashukuru coach wangu. Narudi kwa mazoezi speed works, ndio naenda kupiga mingi ndio ili niweze kwa position 1 and make my PB best.
Na una feel aje kuhusu performance yako leo?
Mbaya sana, lakini sinatarajia hiyo. Nashukuru Mungu kwa position. Yeah.
Na uko na miaka ngapi?
I'm 18 years old.
Kwa hivyo pia wewe tunakutarajia kwa World Under 20?
Yes.
Thank you so much and congratulations. Those were our two top winners in the 1500. Remember, this year we have the World Under 20 Athletics Championships that happening in Oregon. We are hoping that we'll be having them because both of them, they're 18 years. We're hoping that we'll be seeing them competing and also conquering in their events. Over to you, Mlemi, as we continue with the next event.
18-year-olds Mercy Chepngenyo and Josephine Sembenyo, the winners of the 1500 meters women final.
National Police Service.
As we wait for the final of the 1500 meters men final, where in this particular race, Greg, who do we have?
In the 1500 meters men final, are we doing the 1500 meters final or the 100 meters?
Is the 1500 meters men final, then the 100 meters. Though the athletes are not at the starting point.
From the announcer, I think we are talking about the 100 meters.
Remember, the athletes in the 100 meters are just from running the 200 meters a few minutes ago. And the rule dictates that they must be awarded 45 minutes before their next event. Maybe that's what is causing the delay. But we are live here at THIKA Stadium. Remember, the entrance is free. You are not paying anything to come watch this. Those around THIKA, you can flock in as many as you are to come watch the events live.
So waiting for the next event. And as soon as we get the nod, we'll be giving you the lineups of the athletes participating in that. But also happening right now is the medal ceremony.
Very experienced paddler.
In the 400 meters hurdles, the medal ceremony happening right now.
Position 2, Nicholas Kipluno. KDF. 15,000 shillings.
So we'll be back with the next event in a few.
That is the Kenya from BETIKA community. Now she is
screens is the 1,500 meters final. On your screens, just behind the ambulance. On your screens right now is the 1,500 meters men final. 1,500 meters men final here at the THIKA Stadium. And on the starting lineup is Dominic Kipto, Felix Muthiani, Carlos Kipruto, Wycliffe Sikio, Johnson Tenket, Zakaria Kirika, Obadia Kipleting, Nixon Kipkoech, Solomon Kiptanui, Alex Mutai, Meshak Mutai, Kiplangat Dennis B, Joseph Tobiko, Brian Komen, and Joseph Ole Shitoi. 15 athletes will be lining up in this final of the 1,500 meters at the THIKA Stadium. A little bit calmer today than yesterday, hoping to see very fast times. Remember, we are live on our Facebook page, Athletics Kenya, and the YouTube channel, Athletics Kenya TV. 3 3/4 of the track. Off they start there with a clean start, no pushing, no shoving, as they come to wind. Obadia Kipleting running in bib number 053 from the Kenya prisons, just running outside, from the outside of the lanes. 12 athletes in this final, 15 registered but 12 are running. Obadia Kipleting just moving over to the front in the leading pack as Felix Muthiani takes over the mantle with 3 laps to go now. They have done the 3/4 and 3 laps now to go. Still quite a packed race for this one. No person has decided to go in front. Just playing it easy like the 5,000 meters final that has just been run a few minutes ago. Obadia Kipleting in his usual self, running from the outside of the fast lane, avoiding to run and being tripped in the inside of the lane. 0:53 Obadia Kipleting as we move over to 2 laps to go. 800 meters to go. Still a packed race. (1,500 meters, 2 laps to go. Joseph Tobiko in the lead as Carlos Kipruto takes over. Carlos Kipruto takes over the race in the leading pack. Now the field is being split in the 1,500 meters. Carlos Kipruto goes in the lead, being followed closely by Brian Komen. Remember, Brian Komen was at the World Championship in Tokyo and has been a constant figure in the 1,500 meters, qualifying in the Olympics and also the World, qualifying for the Olympic trials. Kipleting now coming in third, just trying to push to the front with 300 meters to go. 3 men have decided to take it out. Carlos Kipruto, Brian Komen, and Kipleting. As Dominic Kipto also coming in, Obadia goes to the front. Obadia Kipleting from the Kenya prisons with 150 meters to go. Obadia keep letting with 100 meters to go. Keep letting in the front. Dominic Kipto coming in from the outside to take it. Dominic wins the 1,500 meters here at the THIKA Stadium as Obadia comes in second. Good improvement from Obadia. The man recruited in the Kenya prisons has come in second as Dominic Kipto Barngetuni wins it, born on the 9th of September 2004. Dominic Kipto is the winner, followed closely there by Obadia Kipleting. What a race. Just like the women 1500 meters, the 1500 meters men live up to the billing. Gregory.
Yeah.
Did you watch the race?
I've watched the race. Just going to inquire why there was so much lull in between the races. But now I think everything has been lined up. And so good we've had this race. Very competitive. Barngetuni winning that one. It was a sprint finish.
Yes.
To me, I believe we have enough quality in the 1,500 meters, and it's just shown from this ended men's final.
Brian Komen has been relegated to about 4th position. The young men have decided
this is our time.
Yes, as we watch the replay of the race. Like I told you, Gregory, Obadia Kipleting from Kenya prisons loves to run on the outside of the track, on lane one, but on the outside, not being boxed in the inside lane. Is that a good strategy?
It might be a good strategy, but then he covers a lot of distance as it tries to come into the inside lanes, and that means that he has to use a lot of effort to ensure that he is actually in prime position to strike. And now, of course, Barngetuni will be the man to watch, and we'll be focusing on that in a bit as we head over to the track side where Charity is lining up an interview with the podium finishers in this race. But right now on your screens is the replay of that just ended 1,500 meters.
It was tough, but finally iko tough kama semis.
So focus yako kwa hii season ni gani?
Focus yangu kwa hii season, I prepare myself for it. That's my focus now. Yes.
Okay, all the best and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right. Obadia, congratulations for your second place. Una feel aje kuhusu performance yako ya leo?
So kwa performance yangu nimejaribu because I've done because peleka vizuri. Nikitoka huko nakuja kufanya mazoezi yangu vizuri.
Last season ulikuwa unakimbia 800 na 1500. Usha decide ni race gani una specialize nayo?
So for now nimeamua ndakimbia 1500. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All the best and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right. I'm also joined by the third place finisher. Kwa majina unaitwa nani?
Carlos Kibruda.
Pardon?
Carlos Kibruda.
Oh, Carlos, congratulations. Una feel aje kuhusu performance yako ya leo? Weather imekuwa vipi? Imekuwa affect in any way?
Hapo nasikia poa juu sai season 2 ndio imeanza hapa hivi. So nikiona venye tunakimbia sai towards the competition huko mbele. Nimefurahia mazoezi nimefanya, narudi tunafanya marudio na coach, alafu tuone ni wapi ndio inabidi ni ng'ang'anie. Na sasa tuna focus, naona kuna indo hapo ndio tunataka kama wanariadha wenye tumetoka tu juzi kwanza kukimbia. Yeah.
Okay, all the best and congratulations.
Thanks.
Those were our winners in the 1500 meters. I'm looking forward to the event. I'll be handing you over to Lemi to take us through.
Thank you very much, Charity, for that interview from the winners of the 1,500 meters men final. As we head over now to the 100 meters women final. Lane number 1 will have Eunice Kadogo. Lane number 2, Mary Sophia. Lane number 3, the South African-based Laventa Luvando Amutavi. Lane number 4, Millicent Doro. Lane number 5, Lillian Diana. Lane number 6, Lea Chemutai. And in lane number 7, Jacqueline Adoyo.
So it is the 100 meters final. That is Maria Sophia of Utawala. That's Lavenda Mutavi. In lane number 3, Millicent Ndoro just won the 200 meters. Lillian Diana Aoko Owako, who finished second the 200 meters, and that is Lea Chemutai Chasebe of KDF, and that is Jacqueline Adoyo of Nairobi. That is the lineup for the 100 meters. No, Esther Bagari didn't make it to the final. The national champion missing out in this one, but now it's time for someone else to try take this second meet of the Athletics Kenya track and field, and we're live from the THIKA Stadium. First, it is the 100 meters women final.
Greg, we have Laventa Amutavi in this particular final. She came all the way from South Africa to compete in the AK series. Do you see something that I'm seeing? Do you see anything?
I think she's improved a lot, yes. And especially in her takeoff, and of course the endurance towards the last 30. But you're yet to see if she can do that today, because she finished second in the semi-finals, and off they go nicely. Eunice Kadogo off the block so nicely. Then there is Mary Sophia Simiu also coming from inside lane number 2, but then Millicent Ndoro will be steaming away. It makes it 2 out of 2.
Millicent Ndoro wins it ahead of Lillian Diana, and Eunice Kadogo coming in from the inside of the lane to take the 3rd position. The winner is Millicent Ndoro from the Kenya Police. Millicent Ndoro wins it from the Kenya Police, being hugged there by the captain from Utawala Springs Club, Richie Mzandu.
Millicent Ndoro just won the 200 meters a few moments ago. She's gone ahead to win this 100 meters, and she says this is her year. She's just shown it. After the 200 meters, she's done it. In the 100 meters, back-to-back champion. Look at that. Eunice Kadogo, the former national champion, former national record holder. Then came in Mary Sophia, the young lady from the Utawala Springs Club. Then there was Lavenda Amutavi, Millicent Ndoro, Lillian Diana Aoko, Lea Chemutai, and Jacqueline Adoyo.
That was a very tight race, but as expected, Millicent Ndoro, the winner of the 200 meter, just took that one away from the rest of the field. The experienced Millicent Ndoro, 40-year-old, takes the win of the 100 meters as we watch the replay from our producers. Down in the Adidas track attire is Laventa Mutavi in lane number 4.
The 100 meters will also be very interesting, because in the men's category, George Kimani, Isaac Omuro, Ronald Kiprono Koech, Babu Meshak, Simani Regau, Elkana Kiprotich Sabila,
and Moses Wasike.
Elkana just won the 200 meters, be aiming to do a double just like Ndoro. Then Millicent Ndoro seems to be very in close control of everything that is happening here. Look at the way she's just steaming away from the rest. Eunice Kadogo tried so hard to come from the inside lane, but
Laventa Mutavi just nicked there by Sophia in fifth position. So it was Ndoro winning that. This is the men 100-meter final. The men 100-meter
and I can see all Utawala sprinters who are not in the pitch and their fans going to cheer their team, because a couple of them in this one, starting with George Kimani and bib number 61, he'll be running in lane number 1.
Yes.
Then there is the younger brother to the Africa record holder in the 100 meters, Ferdinand Omanyala. That is Isaac Omuro in lane number 2. And in lane number 3, another man from Utawala Sprint Club, Ronald Kiprono. His compatriot, Meshak Babu, in lane number 4. He wants to fly. Simani Regau, Nairobi, in lane number 5. And the 200-meter winner, Elkana Kiprotich, aiming to do a double right here in THIKA, as Moses Wasike Onyango completes that lineup in lane number 7.
Quite a star-studded field here. The only person missing here is Ferdinand Omanyala, but is well represented by the brother who is in lane number 2, Isaac Omurwa. 4 athletes from the Utawala Sprints Club: Sabila, Babu, Kimani and Ronald Koech. Will the winner of the 200 meters come and take the 100 meters? Let's wait and see.
The dust settling, it will be up in a bit, but the athletes will be flying. So that's the start of the 100 meters off the go nicely. Meshak Babu got off the block so nicely. Omuru are taking that early lead, but then watch out for Meshak Babu and Kana Kiprotich coming in, and it is Meshak Babu who just about won that one spectacularly.
Oh my, was it Meshak Babu or was it Sabila?
It is very tight. That was very, very tight. Is it Meshak or Elkana Sabila? We'll be waiting to see that. That's Isaac Omuro, Moses Wasike. This was a very fast race, I tell you. Let's wait to see how things unfolded in this race. Calm and collected.
This is how things unfolded.
So off they went
Very
nicely.
good start there from Sabila.
And I think it must have
Meshak
been
Babu was grimacing right from the word go.
And so who won between Meshak Babu? Ooh. It is it Ronald Kiprono Koech?
This is a photo finish.
Ronald Kiprono Koech might have just about won that one.
Is Ronald, then Sabila, then Wasike third, Meshak Babu fourth, Simani fifth.
Wow.
From the photo finish from our screens.
So Ronald Kiprono Koech won that race in a very with very tight margin, sorry. Look at that. Just coming in and steaming in. So Ronald Kiprono Koech,
Sabila
and Sabila
Wasike,
coming in second.
Babu fourth, and Simani just at the fifth position. Do you have an eagle?
So Ronald Kiprono Koech, we are, I think Sabila might have won that one, because I look at the way the images have been frozen here. I just think it is Sabila who beat Kiprono to that. Wasike in third and Meshak Babu in fourth. So this is, I think we'll be waiting for the official results, but I think it was very tight between Sabila and Kiprono. Very tight. Very tight. So that's the end of the 100 meters. The Utaola Sprints Club sprint in frenzy right now because they dominated the sprints here at the THIKA Stadium. Seeing results there, Kiprono Koech winning, Elkana Sabila in second, and Moses Wasike in third. Meshak Babu came in fourth, and Simani Regao might have just sneaked in fifth. So this is day 3 of the Athletics Kenya weekend meeting happening here at the THIKA Stadium. Also coming up will be the 800 meters and the 3000 meters steeplechase. So we'll have the men 800 meters and the 3000 meters steeplechase men final. Also, the medal ceremony is taking place in the field as we also line up a couple of interviews with Charity already at the trackside to speak to the podium finishers in the 100 meters. Medal ceremony also happening right now. So waiting for the next race in this one. in the 100 meters, Ferdinand Omanyala, that is Isaac Omoro in lane number 2, and in lane number from Utawala Sprint Club, Ronald Kiprono, his compatriot Meshak Babu in lane number 4, he wants to fly. Simani Regau, Nairobi in lane number 5, and the 200 meter winner Elkana Kiprotich aiming to do a double right here in THIKA as Moses Wasike Onyango completes that lineup in lane number 7.
Quite a star-studded field here. The only person missing here is Ferdinand Omanyala, but is well represented by the brother who is in lane number 2, Isaac Omurwa. 4 athletes from the Utawala Springs Club: Sabila, Babu, Kimani, and Ronald Koech. Will the winner of the 200 meters come and take the 100 meters? Let's wait and see.
The dust settling, it will be up in a bit, but the athletes will be flying. So that's the start of the 100 meters off the go nicely. Meshak Babu got off the block so nicely. Omuru are taking that early lead, but then watch out for Meshak Babu and Elkana Kiprotich coming in, and so nicely. Omuru are taking that early lead, but then watch out for Meshak Babu and Elkana Kiprotich coming in. Early lead, but then watch out for Meshak Babu and Elkana Kiprotich coming in, and it is Meshak Babu who just about So it's the medal ceremony of the 10,000 meters.
Here we go.
That is Zakaria Kihika, who emerged third, being presented to the dummy check by Senior Vice President Athletics Kenya, Mr. Paul Mutwi.
Second position.
Remember, we are waiting for the start of 800 meters.
Second position. Second position.
Atanas Kioko, who came in second, bags his prize of 15,000 Kenya shillings from the sponsors. Being presented by Senior Vice President Mr. Paul Mutwi. And the winner of this edition in the 10,000 meters, Aaron Kibet Kiplangat. Aaron Kiplangat, winner of 20,000 Kenya shillings, right here at the THIKA Stadium. Two major events coming up, the 800 meters and the 3,000 meters steeplechase, as the athletes take a photo with their dummy checks, confirming the amounts won after finishing on the podium in the 10,000 meters. So coming up also the 800 meters, the men final. Remember yesterday we had the women final, and this is day 3 of the second Athletics Kenya track and field meeting here at the THIKA Stadium. So the 800 meters men final will have 7 athletes: Kiplangat B, Justice Kipkoech Biegon, Brian Musioka Masai, Solomon Kimutai, Kelvin Kimtai, Cheminingwa Aaron, and Kinsempe Emmanuel Tajewuo of Central. So waiting for the 800 meters. We'll be back in a bit. And now to the penultimate event of the day, the 800 meters men final. And 7 athletes will be running in this one. Justice Biegon in lane number 2. There is Brian Musioka of KDF, Solomon Kimutai, Kelvin Kimutai Loti, Cheminingo Aaron, and Kinsempe Emmanuel Tajewuo. So this is the 800-meter race, the final for the men. Aaron Cheminingo, the tall figure, favorite in this one. Biegon also in that one. Kelvin Loti is also here, trying to see if he can actually replicate what the good performances he's had over the years in this one. So it is a 2-lap race. Cheminingwa and Kevin Loti sizing up each other, 2 laps on track. And now they go to that crucial moment. Biegon in third as they hit the bell. Cheminingwa still leading the way. Justice Biegon, Kevin Loti. It is Solomon Kimutai, Aaron Cheminingwa,
and Kevin Loti there in bib number 318, the guy from the World Championship.
So Cheminingwa checks over his shoulder, comes over the curve, on the curve, comes in nicely. Cheminingwa, he looks fired up, and Loti tries responding. It is going to be very interesting. Will it be Loti or Cheminingwa? And they size up each other, and Loti just about wins that one. What were they doing?
That one in, if the rules will be followed to the latter, Cheminingwa should be getting a red card for obstructing the other athletes.
Did they want to do a photo finish?
No, it was not a photo. Just in Kiswahili they say alija. And raising his hands before the finishing line.
I think he was pointing
from the right.
He was pointing on Loti's side.
And that is what I'm telling you. He pointed when Loti was coming from his right hand side. So he was pointing on the right, then Loti was coming on that right hand side. You'll see it from the replay.
Wow. It's amazing.
It's just to understand the rules. You are not supposed to obstruct another athlete.
Were they not communicating? What if you were communicating?
They are not teammates. If it was Cheminingwa and Alan Kipyego, those are teammates. You would have said yes. And as you can see from the replay, the athletes have to come and enter after the cones into lane 1. The winner, Loti, was at the World Championship in Tokyo last year in the 800 meters. It's also the national champion.
Cheminingwa started celebrating way before he crossed the finishing line, and I think that just made him lose concentration. And as usual, we'll be finding out what exactly happened at the finishing line, and we'll be handing over to Charity, who is on the track side. She will be speaking to Loti, Cheminingwa, and the athletes who finished on the podium. And Charity, if you are ready, you can take it away. And I'm being informed that that interview will be up in just a while. But then look at Cheminingwa. Why was he checking over his shoulder?
He was tired. That's why I kept checking left and right. Then just as you can see, he moved to lane 2 because he expects people to be overtaking from that side.
And then look at Loti, the way he responded in that.
Loti responded that, and just as he was passing, he raised his hand and even obstructed him.
For a man who has run 142, I don't think that's wise of him.
That's why we are here. We have to educate the public and the athletes on what should be and what should not be done. When he went to lane 2, it means somebody would overtake from the...
Was he telling Loti to take lane number 3?
No. Because
he was all over.
He kept checking right and left to see who else was coming.
Wow, it's interesting.
Let us wait and see. We hope there will be no penalties for this particular meet.
And just about the start of the 3,000 meter steeplechase. It is the final for this one in the men's category. Remember, the ladies have done it already, and this should be the last event of the day.
Yes, this is the last event of the day. Here at the THIKA Stadium. You told me it's not a national stadium, it's just the THIKA Stadium.
It's called the THIKA Sub-County Stadium in THIKA Sub-County. And as that just continues, we'll be handing over to Charity, who is speaking to the competitors in the 800 meters. Over to you, Charity.
Only number one.
Nafanya swali moja. Already nishaweka hapa, alafu niambie moja. So much, Mlemi. As we continue with the 3,000 meter steeplechase, I'm joined here by Kelvin Kimtail. Kevin, una feel aje kuhusu performance yako?
Na feel vizuri. Yeah.
Focus yako after sasa kuchukua 800 meters itakuwa nini?
Focus yangu after kukimbia leo, naona mwili si mbaya. Ni venye tuko college na mwenzangu Aaron, but tungali mazoezi. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Aaron, congratulations on your second place. Utangalia hii side. Uko worried that sorry. First of all, congratulations on your new bundle of joy, boy or girl.
Boy.
Congrats. Performance yako leo una feel aje kuihusu na pengine ni nini utaenda kufocus na kwa mazoezi?
I think ni speed work because long runs nimepika ya kutosha. So saizi ni kufocus on speeds. Yeah.
Niliona tukiwa kwa home stretch umeinua mkono obstruct that ingekuwa considered maybe like an obstruction. Were you worried that Kevin angekupita?
Hiyo ni kitu tulikuwa anyone
Ndete ni lingua, hiyo kitu wamefanya.
Tunaanza kumuita akuje. Because we are one team. Kenya Prison Service, so anyone can win. So niliona akuje tuendanisha na yeye. Yeah.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you.
Over to you, Rotich. Over to you, Mulemi. Rotich is our another commentator based in Eldoret, but we have Mulemi and Hillary coming in for us here in THIKA. Over to you. Niliona tukiwa kwa home stretch tumeinua
As you've educated Cheminingwa, him raising his right arm is an obstruction to the other athletes, and in a serious, let me say, in international meets, that would have landed him a disqualification. But I know the Kenya TIC technical would have lodged another complaint, and he would have been reinstated. But that is dangerous from him. Over now to the 3,000 meter steeplechase with 3 laps to go. Remember, this is a 3,000 meter steeplechase main final, the final event of the day. Three laps to go, 1,200 meters to go in this steeplechase main final. "20 athletes registered for this particular event. They include Kevin Kipkemei, Victor Kibichi, Peter Mutie, Kenneth Kiprono, Peter Kipngeno, Stephen Kiplagat, Cosmas Koech, Eric Kibet, Clinton Kiprono, Vincent Kibet, Michael Mutisia, Korir Philip, Morris Mutiso, Kipkosgei Noah, Mutai Cosmas, Justus Kipruto, Hussein Rashid, Juguna Paul, Peter Sheriet, and Abednego Kiprotich. 3,000 meters steeplechase main final, 2 laps to go. In the lead is Peter Kipngeno Rono. Peter Kipngeno Rono. $800 meters to go.
Can imagine running on Maram, then going to jump in water.
And there's a tartan surface on the barrier.
On the barrier.
So you jump on tartan and continue running on the Maram dirt track.
Very interesting.
Kenya's dominance in this event was taken away from them by El Bakali. The man from Morocco. They're now hosting the AFCON. Today we'll be having a match between Egypt and Nigeria live from Morocco.
Yes, can't wait to see what transpires in that game.
And remember, also today we have the Manchester Derby in the English Premier League at 3:30 p.m. Final lap to go. Peter Kipngeno Rono in the lead. Born on the 10th of March 2004. 22-year-old in the lead. Remember, we're live at the THIKA Stadium. Greg, you can take over.
As they head to the home straight. That is Peter Kipngeno Rono jogging away. He knows that he's done enough. There is. He's run a very tactical race, winning this one spectacularly to claim victory in the 3,000 meter steeplechase, the last event of the day. That is the 3,000 meter steeplechase just ending. And how do you summarize the 3 days of action, you being a coach and also coming into the booth and talking about it to everyone who's viewing globally?
We've had a very good 3 days of running here at THIKA. This is the first meet of the year here in Kenya, and we are grateful that we didn't have so many injuries. We've seen very good performances from the sprinters, the middle distance and the long distance athletes. And this year has a lot in store. We have the World Relays happening in Gaborone, Botswana. We have the African Championship. We have the Commonwealth Games. We have the Youth Olympic Games. So this being the first race of the year, it has been quite a good outing.
Quite a good outing it's been, and of course on the 30th and the 31st we'll be having the trials for the World Indoors, and just about happening, and it will be at the Ulinzi Sports Complex, and then on the 29th of February we'll be having the third athletics Kenya track and field at the Kapsabet Stadium. But it's all about finishing and finishing in style, and Charity is lining up interviews and she will be signing us out. Charity, over to you as we conclude the day.
Jipange ungenipatia ojiwe na ngige. Tunaweza
Haikuwa mbaya, ni chua tu ndio niko juu.
Na ukirudi kwa mazoezi utakuwa una focus na nini? Season ndo hii, tuko na Africa Championships, Commonwealth.
Kwa my preparation naenda ku prepare for Africa or Commonwealth.
All the best and congratulations.
Asante.
Aya, kwa majina unaitwa nani?
Naitwa Amon Kipkorir.
Amon, unafeel aje umeweza kukua nambari ya pili? Weather imekupeleka aje?
Naona si mbaya juu hii ni mbio ya kwanza tisia. Naona nikiendelea hivi sija train barriers na nikitrain vizuri, nikienda kuongeza mambo na barriers, naona nitafanya vizuri mwaka huu.
All the best and congratulations. All right. I also joined by the third finisher. Utaangalia hivi. Kwa majina unaitwa nani?
Naitwa Paul Kimani.
Paul Kimani, uko vipi?
Mimi niko poa juu sijafanya mazoezi vile sana, lakini nimetoka kwa injury. Ndio sasa nikakuja nijaribu hii tuone itakuwaje. Na nimefurahia sana juu nimeingia position 3. Yeah.
Na injury inaelekea kupona ama bado ndio unaendelea kutibu?
Imepona sasa.
All the best and congratulations. All right. Those were our winners in the 3,000 meter steeplechase, and I'm handing it over to Mulemi to take us through the next event. Thank you so much, Mlemi. As we continue with the 3,000 meter steeplechase, I'm joined here by Kelvin Kimtail. Kevin, una feel aje kuhusu performance yako?
Na feel vizuri. Yeah.
Focus yako after sasa kuchukua 800 meters itakuwa nini?
Focus yangu after kukimbia leo, naona mwili si mbaya. Ni venye tuko college na mwenzangu Aaron, but tungali mazoezi. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Aaron, congratulations on your second place. Utangalia hii side. Uko worried that sorry. First of all, congratulations on your new bundle of joy, boy or girl.
Boy.
Congrats. Performance yako leo una feel aje kuihusu na pengine ni nini utaenda kufocus na kwa mazoezi?
I think ni speed work because long runs nimepika ya kutosha. So saizi ni kufocus on speeds. Yeah.
Niliona tukiwa kwa home stretch umeinua mkono that ingekuwa considered maybe like an obstruction. Were you worried that Kevin angekupita?
Hiyo ni kitu tulikuwa tumeagree. Anyone juu unaona nilifika for 150 nikaanza kumuita akuje because we are one team, Kenya Prison Service, so anyone can win, so niliona akuje tuendanisha na yeye. Yeah.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you.
Over to you, Rotich. Over to you, Mulemi. Rotich is our another commentator based in Eldoret, but we have Mulemi and Hillary coming in for us here in THIKA. Over to you. Thank you so much, Mulemi. I'm joined here by the winner in the 3,000 meter steeplechase. Kwa majina unaitwa nani?
Naitwa Bitarona.
Congratulations. Event leo imekuwa vipi kwako?
Haikuwa mbaya, ni chua tu ndio.
And of course bringing it the best out of each and everyone who participated in this one.
Season ndo hii, tuko na Africa Championships, Commonwealth.
Kwa my preparation naenda ku prepare for Africa or Commonwealth.
All the best and congratulations.
Asante.
Kwa majina unaitwa nani?
Naitwa Amon Kipkorir.
Amon, una feel aje umeweza kukua nambari ya pili? Weather imekupeleka aje?
Naona si mbaya juu hii ni mbio ya kwanza tisia. Naona nikiendelea hivi sija train barriers na nikitrain vizuri, nikienda kuongeza mambo na barriers, naona nitafanya vizuri mwaka huu.
All the best and congratulations. All right. I also joined by the third finisher, utaangalia hivi. Kwa majina unaitwa nani?
Naitwa Paul Kimani.
Paul Kimani, uko vipi?
Mimi niko poa juu sijafanya mazoezi vile sana, lakini nimetoka kwa injury. Ndio sasa nikakuja nijaribu hii tuone itakuwaje. Na nimefurahia sana juu nimeingia position 3. Yeah.
Na injury inaelekea kupona ama bado ndio unaendelea kutibu?
Imepona sasa.
All the best and congratulations. All right. Those were our winners in the 3,000 meter steeplechase, and I'm handing it over to Mulemi to take us through the next event.
In the dusty THIKA sub-county stadium, but overall a good 3 days of athletics action, and it has happened, it's been done, and it's all over, and everyone has been happy. Anyone who competed here has learned his or her lessons, and it comes to the end. This comes to the end of the day 3 of Athletics Kenya weekend meet here at the THIKA stadium. We now shift focus to the World Indoor Trials that will be happening at the Ulinzi Sports Complex. That should be coming at the end of this month before ushering in the third leg of this weekend meet at the Kapsabet Stadium. But from us and on the behalf of the crew live from THIKA Stadium, this has been a great day of athletics. See you next time. Bye bye, take care, and always keep it Athletics Kenya TV.